Aha! I think we have found the magic key needed here to get my microphone going. So sorry for the delay. I think we have found the magic key. Hopefully I can be heard and that my audio is actually coming through from my microphone that I have hooked up, that I intend to have it come through. So if there are some audio quality issues, please let me know. But hey, welcome to Session Live. This is something new I'm trying out here on the channel. Obviously, I upload lots of session content, especially lately, as I've just kind of recently gotten into the game and, kind of fallen in love with the game, not gonna lie. Started the channel with skate content, obviously, and really have just dove head first into session. I've been really enjoying session lately. I just think everything about it is, I hate to say superior to skate, but in a way it is. There's so much to dive into here, and I have a lot of thoughts on the new skate game. I played it day one. I've been a die-hard skate fan since these games. I've been playing since Skate 2, since I was a young lad playing Skate 2. So I have always thoroughly enjoyed these the EA skate games, and I never played Session. I've always seen clips of it. Well, I shouldn't say never. There was one time well over a year ago, that I downloaded Session to my PlayStation. Oh, would you look at that there? And right now I'm just goofing around. We're not trying to hit any clips yet, but there was one time, because I've done the whole video series, a 1 week playing Session, and although that is true, this is a little late front heel flip. That was cool. This is true. This was my first week playing Session, but I do feel slightly dishonest just because that was not where I was trying to go. There was one time, very briefly, maybe 10 minutes, where I had Session downloaded. That was a rant. Where I had Session downloaded onto my PlayStation, and I was fiending, for a game, a skate game, and at the time I didn't have the means to play Skate 2 or 3. I do now. But back in the day, oh, this is cool. I didn't see this here yesterday. I didn't have a means to play skate ever, so I downloaded Session without understanding what Session was. And I get on, and I am incredibly frustrated because for those of you who have never played Session, the way that the game works is your right stick controls the player's right leg, and your left stick controls the player's left leg. So the way you do tricks is so much different. The way you do anything, and then the triggers are what rotate him. So in skate, the controls is everything is done with the right stick. I cannot grind that. I could probably lip slide or tail slide that. In skate, everything is done with the right stick. All tricks are done, and I love the flick it system. I will be the first one to vouch for the flick it system. I think the flick it system is amazing. I think it is revolutionized skateboard video games. I'm genuinely, I think it's great. And that is the one thing about the new skate that I absolutely adore, is I think that they got the flick it system in that game so damn nice that it makes it's such a high point for the game that it's just like, it's amazing. Let's see if I can hit a little dark slide on this. I don't know if it'll work, but hold on. just got into doing dark slides yesterday. A little sneak peek of some of the clips that will be coming in this upcoming short that'll be posted later on today. It's not the greatest spot for dark slides. Alright, not bad, not bad. But what I was saying... Oops, that's not going to work. Alright, let's try to do nollie 360 flip. We'll try to do ollie up and then bigger flip off, not a kick flip. Big spin. Or no, big flip. I'm getting the terms mixed up. That is a bigger spin, right? Now, what am I doing? Bigger flip. Big spins to shove it. What am I talking about? I lost my train of thought. I was talking about the flick it system in Skate, and there we go. That was half decent. I think it's wonderful, and I think the new Skate, the Skate Dot, the new one, it's at its prime. It's at its peak. There has never been a better version of the flick it system, and I feel like that is what the initial draw to that was. When I saw how dynamic this new flick it system can be, I was all in. I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely all in on that. And it's a beautiful system. The flick it system in the new Skate is beautiful. You know, you can control the speed and the height at which you do tricks based off your input speed and your input force and all that great stuff. And like, it's just so buttery. It really is. It is just a buttery system to use. And it looks amazing, and it feels amazing to play. That is what that game has going for it. I'm going to give credit where it is freaking due, because they did such a wonderful job. That was not a crooked. What the hell are we talking about? They did such a wonderful job designing that system. The current... Oh, damn it, I'm getting distracted. EA did such a phenomenal job designing the flick it system. I gotta give him credit for that. I'm never gonna say that there is no draw to that game, because there is. But, and I got started talking about all this as to why I started playing Session in the first place, is because of the model that EA has developed around the new Skate game is what made me look elsewhere. Because obviously, as you know, if you've been following the channel, so, you know, I think I started this late September, mid-September, I can't quite remember. If you've been following the channel for some time now, then you know I went all in on Skate. The channel was literally started I'm sorry, I got distracted. The channel started around playing Skate, and the new Skate Dot. I gotta fix my camera here. The channel started because I really enjoyed just what I was talking about. The flick it system, the new flick it system from the new Skate. I think it's beautiful, and I will give credit where it's due. I do think that the new Skate has a lot of problems. I'm not here to, you know, say it doesn't. It definitely has its issues, and there is no minimizing that, because I think it is to its detriment in every single way. The free-to-play model, I'm okay with that. You just have to do it right. You have to do the free-to-play model correctly. It's just how the whole premise of the game. There is literally no substance to the game. And there's no culture. There's no substance, there's no culture, and there's just a lot of general flaws, like with the map. The map is very small. I do think that there are some good spots in the map, but there are also a lot of spots in the skate map that are unskateable. Like, I have literally, it's a skateboard game. I have run into parts of the map. I don't know why I cannot Okay, I'm not nollying too late. I've run into parts of the new skate map that like have rails that you just cannot skate, and like that's insane. It's a skateboarding game. I cannot stress that enough. It's a skating game, and there are unskateable parts of the map. Like that just seems psychotic to say. That's even a thing. I'm sorry. Excuse me a moment. Alrighty, I am back. If you just give me a moment to adjust my microphone, that would be much appreciated. I've just tuned in on the stream for a second. It seems, can we be heard? Hello, hello. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry about that, folks. I was just adjusting my mic for a moment. My mic quality, for some reason, is not sounding super great over the stream on YouTube. I just had to check it real quick. I'm using a very nice microphone, a Shure MV7, so I'm not sure what's going on with the quality. Let me know if it gets better or worse at any point throughout this stream. My mic quality is usually amazing, to say the least, with this microphone, but I think that due to the way I am streaming, it is affecting the quality of the mic, because I unfortunately do not have my capture card at the moment, so we are streaming through PlayStation's service. So I think that it is kind of greatly reducing the quality of my microphone. Unfortunately, that is quite unfortunate, but I think that is the case, to say, nevertheless. But we'll continue, we'll move on here. So as you can see, I've been rambling about EA Skate, and I'm over here playing Session. But the discussion, the topic came up because I explaining why I moved from Skate to Session, and my reasonings for that. And it's, like I said, it's very simple. I think that EA Skate has a lot of things in it that are good and that are great. Like the Flickit system, I think it has a lot of issues, and I do think that unfortunately, like the issues that I have, at least with the new Skate, greatly kind of outweigh the benefit and the positives there. And I think it's unfortunate because I've always been such a huge fan of Skate, and I love the series, and I love the old ones. Oh, that was an accident. Skate 3, Skate 2, even the original Skate, which I have briefly played. I am such a huge fan of these games, and this new one is just greatly lacking, I feel like, in so many areas that, when it first came out, I felt as if I didn't really have any other option, because I was actively playing Skate 3 when the new Skate came out. So when I heard that it was dropping, I was actually very excited, because I was actively playing Skate 3 pretty consistently at that time. because Skate 3 is a great game, and I'll die on that hill. You can never convince me otherwise that Skate 3 is not a phenomenal game. Does it have its flaws compared to Skate 2? Sure. I think Skate 2 is undoubtedly the best skate game in the series. But you know, we've been playing Skate 3 for a decade. You know, if that doesn't show you anything, there's never been any skateboard games that I felt lived up to Skate 3 and to the Skate series. And to be honest with you, I agree with this sentiment. The general Session, in my opinion, is the best skateboarding game ever made, and I will gladly defend that point. However, Skate had the production value, you know, the pro skaters, the storyline, everything. Oops, that was an accident. That was an accident. Everything that Skate had, that Session obviously, you know, doesn't quite have, which it's not backed, granted, by the billion-dollar, almost. It's not backed by, you know, the billion-dollar company EA. So to see what they have done with Session is so impressive to me, because they have made a game for not only, I would say, skateboarders, but for people who enjoy skateboarding games. It's just got it all. It's the way that the tricks work and everything, the physics, all of it, the way it all comes together and coincides in Session is what makes this game what it is. It is a challenge to play this game, and especially to start out. I mean, it's like a foreign concept to play this game. I mean, it's like almost like you're controlling a freaking ragdoll. One leg controls the other. The triggers control the body rotation while in air. All that stuff is so foreign if you're not used to it. In Skate, it's like, I would say that the Skate games require skill. You're not just getting on and being a pro at Skate if you've never played the games. Like, there is a skill wall there, I would say. I do think that generally most people can pick it up and move the dude around and, like, maybe do an ollie if you showed him how to. Like, I use my girlfriend as a testament. You know, when the new Skate came out, she saw me playing it, and she was like, oh, like, you know, let me get a try. And I handed her the controller, and I'm like, yeah, you know, here's the basics of it. This is how you do it. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. And I, you know, taught her how to kickflip and how to ollie, and, you know, she was having a hard time at first, but within 5-10 minutes of her playing it, she was unintentionally hitting laser flips, 360 hard flips, cruising down the street going 100 miles an hour, because I taught her, hey, this is how the flick it system works. And you flick this stick around, and you do tricks. And she was unintentionally, obviously, it's not like she was hitting lines or anything, but she was cruising down the street, going 150, doing 360 hard flips, doing laser flips, you know, everything, just by mashing that thing. So Session doesn't have that. It does to a degree, I guess, if you figure out, you know, the system and how it all works. You could just sit here and, like I'm doing now, like I'll do in a second, mash these buttons around and do a bunch of crap and, you know, be weird with it and not get anything done. But to sit there and to be able to hit a line, and man, I gotta say, some of those clips you guys see me upload in my compilations, I'm sitting there for a freaking hour trying to get this, I mean, literally an hour sometimes, 30, 45 minutes, trying to get this clip that I have in my mind, trying to get this one line. And then with Skate, that exists, and I can, you know, be a testament to that, because I did those things. Some of those lines in my you know, my skate videos, they took a while. They took a couple attempts. I think the most, you know, I've probably spent on one specific line was maybe 40 minutes. with session, and it's, you know, something very technical and skilled. But like as you're getting into session, it's different. It's like you're trying to sit here and let's just say use this ollie nose grind this rail. Like your first day 2 on, you're gonna be sitting here for an hour, 30 minutes. I mean, you know, it depends on how quickly you pick it up. I feel like I was able to pick up session and how it works pretty, you know, fairly quickly. I know I'm not pro level because I've seen some clips, man. Some people are insane at this game, and it blows my mind. And it's like, we'll get there one day, obviously. I am not claiming to be amazing at this game. There we go. That was it. But, you know, your first day, depending on how quickly you're able to pick it up, just what I'm doing right here, which in skate is like, you can do, you know, you could hit this line in a second. It wouldn't even be cool, because everybody who's anybody could, you know, nollie kickflip into a grind on a rail. And it's like, it looks beautiful within that system they've created, but it isn't impressive. But at the same time, I'm not somebody who cares too much about, I like when I see a really skilled line, of course, credit due where it's, you got to give credit where it's due. But I'm also somebody, and you can go watch my old, you know, my skate videos and whatnot. I'm also somebody who really valued that new flipping system and just like how things looked. So I would be the type of dude to literally just like do a 180 nollie kickflip if it was buttery and upload that as a clip because I liked how it looked. I also, you know, within that game, I think that it was marketed and it just happened, and now I'm talking about skate now, it just happened that, you know, there's an entire player base that is playing that game for the wrong reason. They are not realizing what they have within that game, and they aren't seeing it, which is that they have this wonderful flick it system that is it's the best it's ever been, and I'll die on that hill. It's the best that it's ever been. And they're like jumping off of buildings and they're skydiving and they're doing all this crap they just don't need to be doing. And it's like you're wasting the game's potential, you know? So I think there is a demographic that is playing the game for the wrong reason. Obviously, I mean, for wrong reason is all very subjective. But and I think it's unfortunate because, like I said, there's a lot to love there in that game. These rails are so hard to hit. Alright, there we go. But there's a lot to love in that game regarding that flick it system. I want to try to hit that little nudge there at the wall. Not this thing, but this gold one. Wonder if I could hit a line with that. There's a lot to love there, and I think that spending your time, you know, jumping off of buildings is honestly the last thing that is even remotely appealing about the new skate. It's like, why do I want to do a quintillion kickflip off a big stupid mega ramp like down the side of a building? Like, the game has so much more potential, and I just don't think skate is utilizing it, and I don't think that it's because it's, you know, it's free to play, and it's this and it's that, and its whole system, it's kind of set up as like a Fortnite sort of vibe. So they've made the bed that they are laying in by setting it up that way. I think that the lack of skate culture is the game's biggest detriment, because the lack of skate culture and the lack of brands, and not even so much the lack, but it's just that, like, anything that you would actually want. Like, and I don't know, I speak for myself. I love skateboarding games. I have since I was a kid, and I always will. I grew up playing skate, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, the works, dude. Me and my older brother grew up on Tony Hawk Pro Underground, Pro Skater, and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and all the Tony Hawk games, and then all the skate games. A part of what makes a skate game good to me is that you get to see your favorite brands. And as a kid, I actually skateboarded. Me and my brother, we skateboarded for years, and it was a huge part of our life. Now, as an adult, I don't skate anymore. I've thought about it, maybe trying it again. I don't skate anymore though, but at the end of the day, skateboarding has always been something that I love. I love the culture, and I love, the brands that you see me use in these videos: Plan B, Element, Enjoy, Blind, Baker, so many to go. The list, I could list them for days. Toy Machine, I'm a big Toy Machine fan. In the way that skate does it is so unfortunate. Girl, I'm a big fan of Girl, always have loved Girl. In new skates definitely got a lot of Girl in it, but how do I get it? I have to give you $5 every time there is a deck graphic that I want. For me, that was such a letdown that is how the game functions. Oops, wrong one. I'm just such a fan of that. Is such an integral part of skating games for me. It's like, ooh, you've got brands that I love and that I want to use, and that I want to deck my dude out with almost in every brand I freaking love. And it's like with skate, it's like I couldn't even imagine in my wildest dreams that they did what they did. When they announced, obviously, that the game was going to be free to play and that it was going to include microtransactions, I thought, okay, there are going to be a selection of boards and gear and branded gear that obviously is going to be needed to be paid for. However, let me put a pause on that. I did never imagine in my wildest dreams that almost every piece of branded equipment within the game would require me to spend $5 to get. That's the part that got me. Oops, messed that one up. That is the part that freaking got me. That when I realized that was not clean. You know what I'm really feeling? The pressure flips lately. Yeah, that is really what is such a downer for me. In the new. What is it doing pressure flip? What is wrong with you? Huh, that's very strange. I can't get the guy to do a freaking nollie pressure flip. I was doing him yesterday. That's so weird. Am I doing something wrong? Oh, it's up. What am I doing? So yeah, that was a very big loss for me that I felt was super unfortunate, is that I cannot just, use these brands that I know and that I love without giving them money. And I think that it is one of the most unfortunate parts of the entire game. And it pisses me off. These rails are so hard to hit. It just pisses me off, and it's really unfortunate to see. I'm getting too much speed. It really does. It pisses me off, and there we go. A little something there. I'm trying to learn how to do hippie flips. Hippie flips are wicked cool, and I haven't quite figured out how to get those to work yet. Give me 1 second. I will be back in just a moment, everybody, if you give me 1 minute. Alrighty, thank you for your patience, everybody. As I was saying before, is that this has really just turned into a freaking skate rambling session here. You know, wasn't my main intention with this live stream. But hey, there are some things that really, that's an awkward little nose blunt, need to be said. And it's true. And this is why you have consistently seen less and less skate content on the channel. And I just think it's so funny because obviously the channel was crafted around, yeah, those don't work super good. See, like in skate, right? Like there's like the whole system is great. You can speed check, power slides is also fluid and buttery. Now Session lacks a little bit of that, you know, gloss and polish. But overall, I love this game, man. Everything about it. Ah! Almost thought I had that. Yeah. Those power slides are not as clean. I don't know if I need to do like a low pop ollie. Possibly. These rails are just so steep. I think I need to really jump from deeper. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to hit, but I would love to see if I can actually get that. Apologies if you hear me chewing. I've got some gum in my mouth right now. Use nicotine gum to quit smoking, so you might hear me chewing some gum throughout this stream. Bear with me, please. So, yeah, as I was saying, is that the brands, the lack of brands, the way that you obtain brands in the new skate game that was awkward, it was just such a downer for me that I couldn't, I plan on playing it when Season 2 comes out. I really want to give it a try. They're adding they say that they're adding keyframes, so I would love to see how that works, because of their replay editor is pretty awful. The replay editor is pretty buns in Skate. Now that right there brings me to another point that I have. The replay editor in Session it blew my mind. Let's just say when I first realized, that was not bad, the potential of this replay editor, I was blown away. I was blown away. And it honestly doesn't take too long to learn how to use it. If you play Session and you have an interest in gathering clips for whatever your purposes, to upload them, to do whatever with them, look up on YouTube. I'm giving you the hack I used. From Session themselves. Session uploaded these videos. The dude who makes all of Session's, I'm blanking right now, all of the trailers, all of the anything you see, promotional content for Session. This dude, why did it do that? This dude made a YouTube video part. It's a 3-part series teaching you literally how to make the clips. Like, you ever watch a Session, you know, trailer or whatever you might see on YouTube from the official page? This guy makes them, and he made a 3-part series and literally teaches you how to make content just like that, right within the vanilla base game of Session. There is no mods, no anything. Why am I doing that? There's no mods needed. There's no anything needed. He teaches you right there in 3 videos how to make these beautiful cinematic videos that you can then use for all your content, and it's really great. And I just happened to stumble across them because Session's replay editor thoroughly confused me when I first started playing. I was like, what am I looking at? I was very confused, and I wanted to make some clips that weren't just like orbit camera on, like, you know, like what you saw essentially from my first 4 or 5 days of Session videos. Those sort of clips, very bland, very basic, no soul to them, no flavor, no anything. He has this amazing video part series where he just literally gives you any information you could ever need on how to make the coolest looking Session content ever. And now my videos, if you have been keeping up, all my recent videos, the quality is, I mean, it's not even a comparison. It's not even a comparison. Yeah, the quality of these new clips that I've been able to create is like night and day, dude. So if you play Session and you are interested in making clips, I haven't skated this part of them all. If you play Session and you are interested in making clips and making high quality clips that actually look good, yeah, go check those out. Look up Session Replay Editor Tips, and it is posted by the official Session channel. So my main goal that I wanted to do for this live stream, which I thought could be cool, is if we capture clips here on the live stream, and then I either do a quick little brush over, a live edit, and then, you know, these will probably be featured in an upcoming short, or I could just save them and come back and do the editing later tonight for any viewers watching. But, so that's what we're going to do. I know I've been a whole bunch of rambling. Ooh, I kind of like this. Let's see what I can do with this. Need a little more speed, but that goes right into a wall, which I don't like. I know I've done a whole bunch of rambling about funny of all things. I'm here playing Session, but I have been rambling nonstop about skate, so forgive me on that. But yeah, what I would like to do. Oops. We a nollie 360. I keep doing it. What I would like to do is go through, find some spots, hit some clips, and then edit them up in the replay editor potentially, and then those clips will be featured in an upcoming video or two, and then you guys can kind of be a part of that process. I would love for any suggestions left in the chat. For anybody watching, if you would want me to go to an area, if there's a specific spot that you know of that you've never seen me attempt, I'm open to it all. So I think I am gonna come over this way. What else? So we've got this little gap here. I like that. I also like this ledge. I wonder if I could hit a double grind, but there isn't too much run there, which is kind of an issue. Yeah, it's gonna be, might be a little tough too. Might be a little tough. Kind of like that. You get the idea. Excuse me, I'm getting a call. I gotta put you guys on pause for a second. Alright, I'm back. As you can see, I've been trying to hit this freaking double grind for the past 6 minutes here. And I'm having, but this is just what it is, man. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is the difference, the integral difference between session and skate. In skate, I could probably hit this, maybe 5 tries depending, or less a lot of the time. In session, I mean, I might have to give up on this because that wasn't clean. Like, that was lame. What I'm trying to do is either a nose or a tail slide, where I nose slide and then I 180 out into either a tail slide, a 5-0, kind of whatever I can catch. But it's just, ooh. Okay. Let's take a look at that. It's not, I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't exactly what I needed there. I hit this rail. Do I even hit it? I barely hit this rail. And what is that? So, it's like a freaking nose, it's like a crooked, and then shifts into a nose slide down that. Could look cool. Could look cool. I don't know. It's a pet peeve of mine is accidental grinds. Can't stand them. Yeah, I know you guys don't know this about me, but accidental grinds are something that I despise. I just can't do it. It just feels like cheating. Because it's like, okay, let's say I hit a sick clip, and I'm not even really referring to this here. This isn't that cool. It's sloppy. First and all that. But accidental grinds are not my thing. Excuse me a second. Gotta take this call. Alright. Alright. Hello, is the mic on? Alright, there we go. Alright, appreciate the patience, everybody. I am back. Hold on, let me fix my microphone. Alright, so we're back to it. Still trying to hit this spot. Get a little double grind going, hopefully, but if not, then I will move on, try something else. So, like I was saying before I had to break for a minute, yeah, pet peeve of mine in this game and in skate as well is unintentional grinds. You're trying to like hit a line or anything, just trying to do a trick, whatever you're trying to do, and you in your line, like, you know, you have a rail or a ledge or something that you're going to grind in your clip. When you go to grind it and, you know, you're not able to hit the, like, you obviously have a vision for how you want to hit something, whether it, you know, and then when you're not able to do that and you keep the clip anyways, because I just feel like, I don't know, it's just, it's not, it's ingenuine. Like, you didn't do that, you did that by accident, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, you just like spammed the buttons, or you just got lucky, or, you know what I mean? It's not skill based. It's just like, well, maybe if okay, wait, I have an idea. It's not skill based. It's just like you got lucky. You hit the thing. You weren't even trying to do that. You don't know how you did it, and you can't recreate it. I don't know. Weird pet peeve of mine. But so if I'm ever trying like I am now to get a clip that I would then use, I will never use a clip where I have an unintentional grind in it, like where I just do something where it just is pure chance for something to happen the way that it did. Let's try that again. If I nollie kickflip. Nope, stay there right there. Right now I'm just messing around to kind of feel the spot out to see what could look cool here. That wasn't bad. It registered that as an over willy, but that was clearly not an over willy. That was weird. Ooh. It sucks that there's not much run up to this, so it's like incredibly hard to nope. Yeah, it's incredibly hard to get any setup time to hit that rail. And honestly, maybe they did not think people were gonna, I mean, I'm sure they could imagine people were gonna try to grind this. So let's try to get up here. I'm gonna try the nose slide again. And I either want to ollie or kickflip out. Let's do it very slowly first. Damn, that thing cuts off so much earlier than my brain is registering. I keep just flopping off the end. There we go. Let's give that one more shot. What am I doing? Setting it up in nollie. Like, come on, that's definitely doable. Trying to do it slowly first. That's too much. Why did that do a kickflip? I don't know why I just did a hard flip. Maybe if I try. Right? That might, yes, that might be better. Trying to 180 the other way. feel like I'm gonna have to do a wicked tweaked nose grind. Like almost have the tail of my board already facing that ledge, like or in the direction of it, in order for this to be made successful. Even if I don't pop out of it, I'd be fine. Okay, wait, I'm gonna readjust this here. Ooh, and if I could even land it on the outside, because let me think, with this no slide here. Obviously, I'm going to need more speed than I'm using. Oh, I need to actually hit this in the end. And it's going to be a very quick button input there. Got a little shove it. That's a nice little touch. If I could, I'm not going to try for the shove it, but if it happens, it happens. Like, that's something I'm okay with. Unintentional grinds, no, but like if I do a shove it while coming out of a grind and I didn't mean to do it, I'm not a big fan of that. I would rather not. But let's say I'm trying to, say I'm trying to hit this same thing for an hour straight, and I finally hit it, and I by accidentally hit a shove it while coming out of the grind. Like, that's fine. I'll take that. 1 second. Alright, let's give this another try. Oh, I still feel like the backside out is kind of where it's at. That was a mess. Why am I heel flipping, dude? I'm not trying with the backside. I don't know, maybe front side where it's at, but maybe doing the tail. Hitting the front side tail. And then front side 180. It's more doable. See, I have to just completely let go of the right stick, and that's kind of where I'm having issues with it. So it's such a quick input needed that I'm not even able to release the right stick before I ollie, because with the tail and the no slide, it's pointing me right. So when I go to ollie out, it's shifting me right. And that's the crazy thing about session is, like, you need to completely let go of that that left stick, I mean. Okay. Again, we'll try it nice and slow. Nope, didn't let go of it quick enough, obviously. Forward, maybe. Yes, there we go. That's what I need to do. No, it shot me to the right. Yeah, no, the backside is the backside is the way to hit it. The backside 180 out. That's the only way I'm gonna be able to do this. See, now you guys can see how much effort goes into hitting some of these freaking clips that I post. And it's like, I'll literally just sit here sometimes for freaking, if an hour or two if I have the time, and just Oh, that was the closest one yet. I'm not even trying to do anything fancy, just ollie, and I'll take the shove it, because the way that my stick is pointed for the nose slide, sometimes it might auto shove it me out, which could be cool, and it could be bad. I'm not trying to shove it. Ah! Let me just try to roll out of it without the pop or the 180. Okay, so that's doable. So maybe that's the key, not pop. And then try to 180 on the fall. I'd have to quickly switch that input. We're gonna try that. Okay, let's see. If I'm quick enough, I think I can do that. Nope. Just gotta practice it for a second. So I'm gonna need to switch to my back. See, but this is where our front side one might be freaking helpful. Front side 180. Right? Because then I could shift right over to the tail slide. Switching it up like a million times. But that's definitely doable. I hit it, but it wasn't cool. But that is the general idea right there. Is that's it. I just need more speed than I'm even capable of getting. Oh, nah, that's it. Yeah, next 10 tries, I'm getting this. Ooh, that was too much. No! Okay. That worked. Oh. See if I could kickflip out, that would be sick. If I could kickflip out of this initial. No, dude, what's that? Ah, damn it. See, I don't think it's registering the... What's up? Yeah, why? Son of a gun. No. I'm not doing that. This. I think I am putting the tail too far forward. Is the issue. Yep, I'm hitting that right there. Oops. Yeah, so I think I'm putting the tail too far forward. Or it's being registered that way for some reason. No! Just need to ollie up that. Dude, I know it's freaking possible. Oh, God. Maybe I could try to pop out again, but I just feel like that adds an extra step that I don't even have time to do. Ah, maybe. Maybe. But it's getting launched in the wrong direction. Son of a gun. almost had it one of these times. Dude, I'm gonna hit. Oh, come on. Dude, I know that it is possible. Come on, I know it's possible. Go back to trying to roll out instead of popping out and just sliding out. Could try, but I don't. Son of. Yeah, tried doing the backside 180 again. I think I just need to get closer to the edge of the rail before I pop out, but then it's like it sneaks up on me, and then it just ragdolls my dude before I can even get out of it. Oh my gosh, this is about to piss me off. Come on, dude. So close. Ah! Almost there, too. That's crazy. Alrighty. Okay, I have a different idea. What if instead of trying to do the rail and the ledge, come up here. Oh, there we go. Is this on? Hello, hello. Yeah, there we go. Instead of trying to do the rail and then drop to the ledge, what if I try to get down that staircase, like a 180 out or something down that staircase? Don't even know if that's physically possible. Let's see, I feel like it could be. But it's just no run up for this freaking thing, dude. Maybe I'm wasting my time. I know I could obviously do it here, but like, it wouldn't even be cool. Try slowing it down a little bit. So I'm trying to do a Smith. Trying to land like a crooked, like that, or a nose blunt actually. Yeah, nose blunt would be cool. Kind of like that. It could be cool, but I'd have to 180 out the other way. Backside 180 out. Damn it. Nope. Get it right there at the pinch, and I'm pressing the wrong trigger. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. Alright, that was kind of it. That wasn't the one, but let's see how that even looks. If I were to, I kind of I would want to leave the grind earlier, because I'm not really even over the staircase there, so it's not even like, kind of defeats the whole purpose of this. Like, I'm kind of over the stairs, but I've pretty much already passed them, so somehow I'd have to get into this grind much quicker. Yeah, so I want to do a nose grind, but maybe doing a back truck grind it'd be easier and not look as cool. Depends on what I do, I think. Try to do a tail slide there. Might look cool. I don't know if a low pop all in. I mean, it's such a small ledge. Okay, what am I doing? Eh, 180 out the wrong way. Kind of like that. Obviously that was not the one, but that's the general idea. Yeah, see, it's more over the staircase. If that would be cool. Hey, there you. That was nice. I did not try to. I'm trying to either hit that in a 5-0, but I think a tail slide would be the coolest way to do that. That was not a tail slide, but a little more space to hit the tail slide. Almost there. Yeah, that was like a weird little tail slide though. It's like hanging on by a thread. Or could try to do a Smith. That could also be cool. I bailed at the end, but... And that was not a tail slide, so I'll have to try that again. That last one was definitely more it, but because it's a real tail slide, but that landing was not good. So I think the move is a low pop ollie. It just gets me around to it, and then. Make sure I have a smooth landing there. Ah, it was very close. Not quite 180 enough. See, that would have been it. But the 180, I held the kickflip too long. Ooh, okay, that was kind of clean. That was kind of clean. Look at that. I think I let go of the grind too late, but it does look kind of cool. I feel like I can make something cool out of this if I wanted to. It wasn't the full 360 grind or 360 spin at the end. It was a 180, but it wasn't a full 180. It's like half of a 180, but. I don't know, I'm gonna keep trying. Maybe I'll try to do something other than a kickflip out. From where I am with the sticks, I could definitely do a hard flip or a varial or a 360. Yeah, maybe I'll try a 360 flip out. That could look cool to do a big flip out. Or a bigger flip, is what it's actually called. But I have to literally activate that so quickly, it's not even funny. That was pretty much it right there, but again, that's not a proper tail slide. Again, that was not it. That's the one. Oh, come on, dude. Board did the correct thing and everything. That was it right there, but it wasn't clean. It wasn't a clean landing. Alright, let's give this another shot. That's the one. Oh, it was a freaking... Why did it do a backside shove it? What was that? There it is. And no, that's alright though. That was near perfect. Not sure. Look a little grind a little late for sure. Alright, so we are going to capture this one. And we are going to make this one look real cool. We're going to make a, we're going to clip this one. Wow, sorry, 1 second.
Everybody's saying 11's gonna die.
In the new one?
Yeah. I think she will too.
I think,
I'm pissed.
I was going to say, I think there is definitely a possibility of that happening. We'll have to just wait and see, I suppose. So yes, like I said, we are going to clip this. And we're going to make it look cool. You guys can see how I make the clips that you guys all watch every day that I put up. So I was thinking, like, maybe we could have it start where I kind of watch him through this, like, little fence here. And then, like, come in through the gap. I feel like that could be cool. We'll just have to see, though. So what I'm thinking is we'll start a little up. It's on camera, place a keyframe, come over this way, and we'll place it, I don't know. You know, I want it to be close, and we can always see how that is. Place another keyframe there. Bring it over to, I probably want to keep it on the side here. Place that keyframe. A little too low there. We'll see that. Place that there. As this goes forward, I want to capture the 360 flip. So when does the flip actually happen? Alright, so he grinds for a bit. I want to capture it from this angle because I feel like that would look the coolest. So let's go ahead and place a frame there and then kind of bring this down. Maybe like that. Slowly kind of bring this up. That there. And then maybe it's too close of a zoom. Place that keyframe. Add a little something, something. And then we can just end the clip there, I'd say. Just at the end of the clip. Alright, this is obviously just a trial. And that'll be in slow-mo. That looks, I think that might be a little sharp at this corner here. Hopefully it doesn't zoom up too fast. So it'll follow him, come back through here, but I don't know how that'll look, but I'll have to see. It might be alright. Let's see. It's a little robotic. I'm gonna have to smooth that out a bit. Yeah, that little piece. Because if I get, what if I got rid of that? Would it work the same? Oh, that is so much more smooth. Yep. See, the key with these, with using keyframes that I found out is the less the better. See, at first when I was figuring out how to use all these, I would put like a dozen, like every angle, boom, 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 like trying to, you know, fidget with the camera and make it look how I thought would be best. But the less is better. It creates for a smoother, you see how like perfectly curved that line is? That's showing, that's following where the camera is in the clip. So the only issue here now is this. Gotta fix this part up, and then it should be pretty straightforward and good to go. This one's pretty short, so it's not gonna take too long. So I'd say we're gonna want to a little ahead. We'll delete this one, change where the camera goes. Yep. And that should look just like this, pretty much. And then it will follow down. And I'm gonna add another keyframe in between. I'm gonna delete it. Let's see how it works. Doesn't quite capture it. Its full glory. So what I will do, go to the orbit camera, is it needs to come down here just like this. Now that is going to be a really quick jump from the last one, so I want to make sure you can see the staircase for sure. And the rest of the camera is going to work. Oh, that is ridiculously fast. And if I delete that, it's going to be the same issue as last time. It's going to be too close to the board. It is a little better, actually. It's kind of cool. But you just can't really, I feel like, see what's going on. That's my biggest problem. So we're going to undo that. I gotta find a way to make this work. So the camera needs to start coming around to the side much quicker than it does. Yeah, so I'm gonna get rid of this here. And maybe that one can stay. So the camera needs to be like already panning over here. Like big time panning. Give it a little more room so it's hopefully a little smoother. I don't want to go behind the rail. But that is overall much better. It's a little choppy. You have to smooth that out. For the most part, it looks pretty good. But yeah, it's a little too robotic, but. On what? Alright, so then we'll add a play rate here. So we're gonna slow down this portion of it. So I want to make sure I get most of the trick. Like the height of the trick. Like the part that I would want to be shown the most. Oh my goodness, what is going on with the wheel there? Oh my lord, that's so weird. What is going on? The physics are done for here, so we'll do a nice I don't know, maybe we'll try 0.20 first, see how that looks. Not bad. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and try 0.12, a little slower. But the wheels, what is going on with the wheels, man? That's just ridiculous. Something went wacky. Hitting the 360 flip out, you can see it there. When he goes to hit the trick, the wheel gets like wrapped around. That is so strange. It's unfortunate, honestly. So we're gonna need to unfortunately miss most of the trick because, well, look at that. Nobody wants to watch that in slow motion. Can try this. We'll do the point. Let's try 0.15 a little faster. It's so strange. I might have to redo the whole line. Because that is freaking weird, man. Why is it? Yeah, we can do that, babe. The issue that I'm running into is you can barely even tell what the freaking flip trick is when he gets out. Because it's too fast at first. Like, what is the fix for that? I'm trying to think. Because those wheels are just literally ridiculous. Like, what is going on there, dude? They're flopping around. I guess the way that it is isn't that all that bad. Okay, so the next, what I like to do next is at a depth of field, which is how you get the background blur. I usually find for the angle I use, 50 to 60 is like the sweet spot, but I always want to make sure that he's in frame. This is like a really dark area of the map. Like I think the dude is out of frame there. He looks blurry there, no? Can't tell, it's very dark. Can't quite tell if he's blurry or not, but I think it's alright. Let's make sure he's in frame for the whole clip and he's not getting blurred out. And then, yeah, I think that's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad at all. Sometimes you look like that, a little camera shake. But in this case, I don't think it's too necessary. I might keep it on 10, just light. That's a nice little effect to it. And last but not least, now there's also field of view, but I don't need that for this. Is I go in here. Now normally I would change the day-night settings as well, and set it to like a time of day with a sun angle that looks really good on the clip. But then I like to add the like a filter over it, not too much. But that kind of looks nice with the neon, huh? But something that just looks good with the clip. And you can just kind of mess around with this. This kind of looks nice. This Arctic one is kind of cool. You can kind of mess around. I like to turn it down. I definitely want to turn the camera light on. Let's see how that plays out. It's a little too washed out for my liking. Yeah, it looks a little weird. Let's see though. What if I turn the filter settings down? How's that? Keep going through. Let's see if there's anything else that really sticks out that looks good with this. That's kind of nice. Let me turn that down. What about that? I don't know. It's not great. There's a good one coming up. Everyday contrast. Is this the right one? I think there's a different one that I'm thinking of. What is this? It's like too much. No, it's too blue. Ooh, that kind of looks nice. Ooh, I kind of like that. Turn that off. Let's try to use this one. It's very vibrant. Yeah, I think that's the one. What was the angle? Let's add the little finishing touches here. And nice little way for the video pan off of the character there. Perfect. Perfect. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? Yeah, what's your question, man? Oh, did not mean to do that. Oops. God, the first time I ever did that, I got a freaking heart attack. There we go, not bad. Alright. And there we go. Captured the clip. For the most part. That is, that's how it's done. Alright, there you go. Sorry, I was taking a second to make sure I had the clip saved properly. Hey, what's up, Silent Shuriken? You said you had a question. What's up? I'm gonna make sure I save that as well, just in case. I understand if you can't. What do you... I'm confused, bud. What's going on, man? What do you need? Alright, that took unnecessarily long. I think that, let's see if I can hit some other lines in this little area here. I saw this yesterday, so I just got this map yesterday. I saw some clips of it. It looks really cool. It's got some decent spots, and there's gonna be a new video, a new short up today with some clips that I got here last night. But I think I'm gonna be moving on to a new map in a little bit. I'm gonna see if there's a few other clips. So, you know, if there's anything else that I can capture here. There's a few areas yesterday that I was trying to see if I could get some clips on, but you know, never really worked out. So I'm gonna see if there's something else I can do in the mall today before I move on. Oh, that's a perfect spot for a double grind. Oh, if I get a little speed, yes, 100%. But you know, this area has like no run-up. It's the worst part. That's my biggest complaint here is there's no run-up to any of this stuff. So it's like you gotta get right into it. Maybe try to dark slide the bench if I have enough time to. Let's practice that though real quick. I feel like it's doable. What if I come over here instead and let's just do a little couple practice runs. I try a manual. Let's try a little nose mani. You know what? Let me try a normal manual. I might be able to land that in a dark slide. Oh, I think it's doable. It's just gonna be hard with the no run up here. It's like I can't even get enough speed to make this work. But it's a good area, man. I love this area. I feel like I slept on it the first day I played this map. This might take a minute. Do you think you can? I'm confused, my man. You're gonna have to help me out here. That was it, but Silent Shuriken, do I think I can what? I'm just so confused. If you have a question, please ask away, man. Got a request, a spot, let me know. Cause I'm open to spot suggestions. I've only played Session for just over a week now, so I don't know every good spot there is to play. This run up is killing me. I might just have to drastically slow this one down if I want to accomplish anything. That was not it. Maybe I could like do a... Maybe I could do... ollie backside flip. To like a little fakey something on the bench. Ooh, I still want to... See if I could double grind, man, right here. This would be awesome. Which I think it's completely doable. Hold on, I'm still trying to hit this like if it was a manual. See, like it's definitely doable. It's just how do I want to do it is the question. So maybe I could go and then like front side 180 out. Try to land it. Can you check me out? Meaning what? What does that mean? Check your channel out. I'm a little confused. Clarify. Oh my god. Brother, just land on the ledge. Okay. See, I would try to blunt slide it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to blunt slide that all the way. It's spawning me in. Check out your channel. What do you do on your channel, Shuriken? Okay. Like I said earlier, I cannot stand unintentional grinds. So I won't allow myself to take the clip if the grind I land is unintentional. Edits. What kind of edits? You also play in session. So what I would want to do here is maybe like a crooked would be cool. If I could land this into an over crooked. Any edits, okay. I mean, I'd be cool. I guess I'd take a nose grind as well, but if I could land that. Ooh, a nose one could be cool. I didn't think about a nose one. Not a lip slide. Yeah, sure thing, man. I'll check your channel out. I unfortunately cannot do it on stream. But sure, I'll take a look at your channel, man. As long as you check mine out as well. I also make edits of a sort, but I post session content. Session and skate content, mostly session lately, but son of a gun. Oh, there we go. That was the whole thing, is I wanted to do this into a tail slide. So because I feel like that's the most doable. It didn't even register that tail slide. I don't think that was a real tail slide that I hit with my wheels. Yep. Yeah. Oh my god, that was not even a grind. I just freaking slid across that thing. So, nose grind to a tail slide. That's definitely doable. And if I can honestly like hit a flip in the middle or something, that would be pretty cool. But I'm gonna. Why did that? There it was. Whew, beautiful. Hey, appreciate the subscription, man. Thank you very much. Means a lot. And if you enjoy this sort of content, then stick around. I post session clips and skate clips, but it's like I said, it's mostly been session lately. But I post every single day except for Wednesdays usually. It looked weird, but I mean, it did what I wanted it to. It registered it as a blunt slide. You see that? It's so angled. It's very strange. But I appreciate that very much, Silent Shuriken. It means a lot, man. Thank you for the sub, and I hope that you enjoy the content, my man. Sorry, give me a sec. I gotta fix my mic here. It's coming loose from the arm. There we go. But I hope you enjoy the content, man. I hope you stick around. And, yeah, appreciate the subscription, man. I will definitely check out your channel after the stream, man. But is this worth the clip? I mean, let me know in the chat, man. Is this worth the clip? I don't know. I could make it look cool. I don't think it is. Wasn't clean enough. No run up on this is killing me. Hitting a nose slide on that actually could be really cool as well. Alright, man. You take care. Wish you could stay, but thanks for joining and tuning in, man. Appreciate it. Have a good Thanksgiving. That's so weird. It's not registering. There's the overcrook. There's the overcrook that I was looking for. No, not a nose blunt. Oh, son of a gun. Dude, I'm about to just... It would be a cool line, but I don't know. It's not that cool. I might go try something else. This is killing me. I don't know what just happened. I literally spaced out for a second. It's freaking speed glitched me. What the hell was that? I keep forgetting. I gotta come at it more of an angle. Nope. Alright, I'm going to switch up how I'm trying to do this. Instead, I'm going to go for a 5-0, or it's kind of more like a salad, but it's really starting as a 5-0. I need to maybe start this on my board. Even though it's taking much longer that way, it's much easier. Yeah, I'm gonna start a new marker, but on my board. Let's see, then I'm not getting enough speed here. Nope, not trying to dark slide that. Which would be very cool, to be honest. That's kind of the general idea. Not a tail slide, but maybe a tail slide. Oh, that was alright. That's kind of what I was originally trying to hit here. Gosh, dude, if I can't Why can't even, I'm not even getting on the ledge half the time. I don't know what is going on with this. That was ridiculous. Oh my. Dude, what is going on right now? This is the worst I've ever played, I think. Not what I'm trying to do. definitely was not trying to 360 flip out of that. Don't even know how that registered. Ooh, that was pretty cool. However, I mean, it was very close to what I was trying to do, but I just, the freaking board slide, man. I was not trying to board slide. This wasn't it. I don't know. It was cool, but not what I was trying to do. So if I could land it in a tail slide, then like, I know it's doable, bro. Nope. Did not mean to do that. Oh, lip slide. That's what it was. Stupid lip slide. Unintentional Smith. But if the issue is there's no run up, and I already landed this, and it's so weird. It can't let me board tail slide. It keeps registering it as a blunt slide, and then it's like putting my board at this really weird angle. See, just like that. It's thinking I'm trying to blunt slide the bench, but like at an impossible, unreal angle, and then forcing me to go. See, look, I land it, and it shoots me down. It's very weird. You know, it could be cool trying to 180 it. I might need to adjust just a little bit, maybe to a nose blunt on the back of the bench, because I think that would be doable. I think any of these are doable, but for some reason whenever I land on my tail, it just does not want to let me have a tail slide. Instead it makes it this weird, impossible blunt slide that would never exist in real life. Alright, yeah. That was weird, but kind of cool. I haven't tried it with a blunt slide yet. Ooh, that would be hella doable. Doing it with a nose slide instead. Now, but what would I want to land that to? Oh, I could do it backside out. Nope. Just practicing how that would look. I've been trying to front side 180 up this whole time. But I might be best to try backside. I mean, the front side made the most sense for what I was looking to do. What is going on with me today? I can't land anything. That wasn't bad, but I know it's freaking doable. I just don't quite have enough speed there. I mean, perhaps a low pop ollie would be the way to go, but maybe not. So what if I kind of blunt slide it? Keep doing board slides instead. Wasn't quite a blunt slide. Oops. Man, I might have to try something else. It's pissing me off. Come back to it. Maybe just for now. Give something a different go. There's a lot of good spots in this little area, though. What else do we got? We've got these stairs here. Ooh, I like this rail. But again, dude, the run-up, like, possibly from a different angle. I mean, the run-up on this one is far better, though. Like, marginally better. Marginally better. Oops. Oh, you know what I just realized I've got on? I've got the light on still. I don't think I need it on. Then I could maybe come over here and do a little something. Ooh, I could try to dark slide it. Yup. Ooh. What am I doing? See, I'm jumping out the wrong way. Problem with dark slides. You either land them every time or you unintentionally do a quad million kickflip trying to get the thing to activate. See, that was not a dark slide. I'm jumping out the wrong way. Oh, come on, bud. That's what it is. I don't get why he's jumping out that way. It's very strange. What the hell? Hey, there we go. Hold on. Okay, that's the other way you can dark slide. I forgot about that. So you can do, but then it's kind of weird that way. Almost, that last one was almost perfect. Dude, what is going on with this guy? Something weird there. Oh my, come on. Might have to settle for a Smith grind. If I can even land that. I don't know what's up with me today. I want to hit that freaking dark slide. That's the last thing I do. There we go. Nope, wrong. You know what? I got a better idea. How about at this little rail here? Yup. And then up here I could do the dark slide. It's just like a better spot to do a dark slide in general. Oh, I accidentally did it. Then we can maybe land in fakie. Yeah, that'd be a nice little line there, wouldn't it? Or maybe I could like hit a little hard flip out of. Maybe not, but I don't know if that would even look good. Kind of, not really. That area might look better. Yeah, what if I nose bump this? Oh, come on, you son of a gun. That was an awkward one slide. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's mediocre at best. Let's take a look at it. See, that's not even a blunt slide, was it? Oh, I think it didn't even register as a blunt slide. Told me it was a 5-0. Half decent. When you want to know what down here, I want to turn that into a nollie. So I definitely want to blunt slide this. And then we'll, if I could land it fake, that'd even be better. If I could blunt slide the other way. No, not tail slide. Nope, wrong. Ah, fuck it up. Nah, this one. I don't know if I could actually blunt slide it that way, but I have to see. I don't know if that's even going to be possible. Oh, wonderful. Son of a gun. Oh, no way. Is that a little incline down there? Oh, would you look at that? So you can... I could possibly even... Now, I don't know if I'll... If... Hey, there's that blunt slide. I just don't want to do a freaking kickflip out. I gotta do something better than that out. The varial just didn't look right. And you didn't want to activate. Let's see. How did that inward heel look? Yeah, didn't do it quick enough. Ooh, yeah, I can try to shove it out. It's always just hit a good old ollie. I actually think the ollie out would be cooler. Not whatever the hell that was. Too early. So maybe I could try to... Maybe I could try to hit something like a little hard flip or a little varial. Maybe a nollie varial flip. I think that could be a possibility. Not a 360 flip, but... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, you know what I gotta do? You know what I'm doing wrong? I'm staying in the grind too long. Also having a weird ass time getting out of that thing. Yeah, I'm trying to go that way to the left, but... Ooh. Let's see how that looked. Tail slide looks a little off. I mean, literally hanging on by a thread here, but I'm at a full... You know, it looks a little off, but... That's what it is, man. That's why I just love Session so much. I can do crap like this in it. You know, like that tail slide doesn't have to look like that. I can get a full, healthy tail slide. I don't know, I might try swapping maps soon. I've been playing on Mall for a while. Not even just since I've been streaming. Just since yesterday I've been here. You know, got some clips here. And I think it's time to head back out. Back into the wild. Oh, I didn't even see that little rail there. Here, what if it's always alright to switch it up sometimes, you know? Sometimes you just get sick of trying something. And it's like, what I was trying to do wasn't even that cool anyways. Oh, come on, you suck. See if I could hit that. That would also be pretty cool. Which I think, why no, I definitely could. See, the freaking dark slide doesn't want to activate. And I just forgot to even do it there. Alright, let's give this another shot. I think I found the line I'm going to try to hit here, so... do the backside 180 into, yup, and then we're gonna dark slide this. Ah, so close. That wasn't the correct grind. Out just like that. Fakey. Oh, but it wasn't clean. It just was not a clean exit. But that line is definitely doable. Definitely doable. Hitting something out of this grind that is not a kickflip, I think, is what I would love to go for. Now what would look good? Well, that is a good question. I don't know, but we'd have to see. Like, I think if I could do, like, a 360 flip would look cool. Now, could a real life human do that? Probably not. I mean, I'm sure they could if you were freaking Rodney Mullen. The laser flip does look cool. Just didn't want to do it for me there, I guess. Wow, that's something I've always loved, the 180. Why, bro? Why is that not doing the dark slide? Ridiculous. Doing a 180 into a tail slide is one of my favorite things ever. One of my favorite things to hit. Which now I'm just trying to hit for fun. Dude, the lights in here freaking hurt my eyes. But never mind. Let me try to hit this line again. Let me try to do an overcrook instead. Kind of would look cooler. Oh, I forgot. I was doing this originally 180. I could still do an overcrook. Why is that happening? It's registering as my tail. What? That is so annoying. It wasn't doing enough of a. I wasn't doing far enough of a 180 to have it register my freaking tail now as my nose. Or the nose side of my board. There it was. There's the crooked at least. Oh, goodness. Alright, I gotta lock in, because this line is not even anything difficult. It's always my biggest thing that I fumble on is getting out of the dark slides. I always forget my freaking hands forget how to do them. Man, I could try to. Oh, yeah, that made a lot of sense. And he just, I keep getting there. And he does not want to activate the dark slide. Do it in nollie, that could be cool. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's do it in nollie. Ay, ay, ay. I did not think I would be on this still. Same thing. I hit the freaking line, dude. And the ending is botched. I like don't have, I'm not like getting enough speed to properly hit this dark slide the way it needs to be hit. Because you need a lot of speed for dark slides to work. But it is doable 1,000,000%. Son of a gun, dude. Not a freaking lip slide. Get out of here. Ah ha ha ha! Oh, screw you. Oh, okay, yeah, just boot me off the rail. That's fine. I am having a brain fart here. Wasn't enough speed anyways. No. No. I am not ending this stream before I can hit this freaking line, dude. It's not even a complex line. Oh, I want to say I can take that. I do need to look at the footage, but I do think that that one might work. Okay, grind. Oh, Lord, of course the grind is shite. But it's fine, it's fine. Hold on. The grind, dude. Like, how does Session even register that as a grind, bro? That is like the world's most impressive manual. One-wheeled manual. No wheel bite, no nothing. And I love that the physics of it. Look at this. The freaking wheels got the freaking bearings coming out of them, dude. Like, absolutely psychotic. But was no satisfying noise or anything. God. But it was clean, and you want to know what? I've been trying to hit this line for 30 minutes now. And it's not even a complex line. That's what's so frustrating about this, is the line itself is not even the line itself isn't even anything special. Like, it's, you know, it's alright. But I'm going to take this real quick. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one here, just because I spent an absurd amount of time on the last one, on the last clip, and again, that one wasn't even anything crazy either. So let's see what angle I want to, like, I feel like this is a decent angle. Maybe we can a little lower, maybe a little higher, honestly. I feel like all my clips I get are usually wicked low, but that doesn't look good. We could like zoom in on the board here. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, as I often do. I get too cinematic and I get caught up in it. Okay, I got an idea. We'll start there. Throw a keyframe down. I want to test something out. Because what if I bring this down over here? Kind of like that. Maybe more like that. I don't know. I might not stick with this, but throw that there, and then yeah, that's something that often happens sometimes with, I don't even know if I'm going to include this in, with dark slides, is the endings on them. I did the camera work so fast, I have a feeling it's going to be very, very robotic, and I just was curious about how this could look. Because I might put a little drop of slow-mo on that there, so it might work, it might not, I don't know, but we'll have to see. So I mean, that is too quick, so I think what I'm going to do instead is take it from this other angle, turn montage mode off, go back to the orbit camera. Instead, I think I'm gonna go get it from this angle. Oh, I have one here. Oh no, this one needs to go as well. And then right there, what I think I'm gonna do. How does that look though in montage? If I keep the same ending. Let's see. Not bad, not bad. It's not great. Let me watch it from the beginning now. It's a little robotic, but I am going to add a little slow-mo onto that kickflip, so. You know, for the most part, for me doing this in 2 minutes, it's not too bad. And then we'll go over here, do play rate. I like to get the pop in there. It's my favorite part. And then the height of the trick, I'd say, is right here is where I want the most slow down. And I'm talking, I want this to be real slow. I feel like I never used deep slow-mo. So, I'm going to see, oops. Oh, no. Right there. We're gonna see how this looks. Hopefully it comes out well. Let's see. Oh, that is pretty clean. It goes for a little too long, so I think I'm gonna shorten that a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna shorten that up a little bit. So I would say a smidge forward, where then I will place, and then and this is the amazing thing about session, and this is what I kind of started the stream saying is why I've taken such a liking to session comparatively to skate, because obviously I started this channel from skate. Hold on, give me a sec. Let's try something a little different. So I obviously started this channel playing skate, and like I said, and I'm not gonna sound like a broken record. I just want to get the catch there. I love skate, and I always will. I always am going to love skate, especially Skate 3. I was a big fan of Skate 3. Sorry, I'm just trying to think here. So big fan of Skate 3, but this is the thing that makes Session so stand out for me, is that you can do stuff like this in it. And then you compare this to the new Skate EA just made, and it's like they don't even have keyframes. And it's like, what is and I don't and it's free to play. It's this free to play, like all the brands are locked behind paywalls, and it's just like, can you see how look at his leg, ready? Literally just rolls his foot up into his ass. Kicked himself in the crotch while trying to get this line done. But hopefully it's not too apparent on the camera, which is unfortunately kind of is. Well, how is that? Let's see, how does that look? Instead of doing the grind, do the dark flip catch. I kind of like that. I think I'm going to keep that in. And then, finishing touches would be, adding a little camera shake, which I don't always do, but I think that it can add a nice depth of field is extremely important. And I'm going to honestly start it over here so it can kind of work its way up. I don't want him to be blurry at all, but 50 seems to work. 50, I'd say anywhere from, see, but it starts blurry. There we go. Nice little ending touch. Back to what I was saying. You see, this is what depth of field does. If you look at the surroundings, they're all blurred out, and I am going to turn on the camera lights. That helps a lot of the time see if he's in frame or not. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Should I add a little slow-mo touch there? Should I leave it be? No, I don't think it needs it. And then, so we've done the depth of field. Excuse me, and I think that's about all that I need. You got a little camera shake in there, yeah. I think that's pretty good, yeah. leg is killing me. But I'm gonna leave that there because I'm done with that. You know, we're done with this one here. And then I think after that we'll have this kind of fade off. Which, like I often do, is kind of direct the camera downwards. Let's see how that works. I don't know if it's a little abrupt, I'm not gonna lie. How about we delete that? Perfect. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. And then we'll change the clip end to right there. Alright, perfect. I'll give it one more skim over just to make sure he's always in frame. Because I upload to shorts and reels, it's always very important to make sure he's in frame. He does leave frame there for a good minute. That the camera doesn't follow him as he exits that, but it looks good. So I'm gonna keep it. And then that's good. I'm gonna take this real quick, capture that. Alrighty, there you go. We got some. You guys are watching these live clips in the making here. Give me 1 second. Make sure I've got that clip saved. And I believe I do. And since this is my first time taking clips on stream, I want to make sure that... 1 second. I don't know if you can see this. That I've got everything needed. Like, I'm going to save them individually as well, just in case. And then that's that. We did it. That's one more line down, I guess, huh? So I think here's what I'm gonna do. Like I said, I've been at the mall map for a long time now. I've been hitting clips here for a very since yesterday afternoon. Yesterday evening. So I'm gonna go and I'm adjusting my mic here. I'm gonna go and I'm going to give me 1 second. So sorry, having some mic issues here. There we go. Was not level with me, but now it is. So I've been I've been playing at the mall area for quite some time now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and switch up what he's got. So unfortunately I do not have too many clothes to put my guy in. I haven't worn this thing yet, so maybe I'll give this thing a go. It's just like I end up not doing the missions as much as I should be doing and I'm not earning really any money from it. I haven't worn the blind shirt in a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. I'll give this thing a go. Excuse me. So I end up not earning as much money as I wish I was, because I just get distracted playing the actual game, which honestly I think that is a good thing. I think that speaks to the level of quality and the level of fun that the session provides. Where skate, and I would honestly have the same thing would happen to me when I was playing skate, and especially when I first started playing skate. I'd just get lost in it. I'd literally spend 10 hours, that's an exaggeration, but spend a very long time playing skate, and I'd get lost in it, man. I'd get absolutely lost in it. I haven't used this one yet. Used this one for a little bit. It's a cool little zero board. But as you can see, my deck collection here is not quite what it should be. I'm gonna use my Enjoy board. Love Enjoy, always been one of my favorite skate brands. We can use these Audubon wheels. That looks kind of good, huh? Yeah, I'm like, the Spitfires honestly look really good with it as well, but so do these Hayes ones, but use the Audubons. But yeah, as I was saying before, I get kind of lost in it, where I just don't even do the missions and I just like sit around and free skate for hours straight. I've already been streaming here over 2 hours, which is crazy. I don't know. I don't think I've been here yet. Let's give this a try. Which I do think I am going to be ending the stream somewhat soon. And I don't know how long I'm going to continue streaming for, but at least for a little while longer I will be. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the filter here, because that's the thing. So if you go to make clips in the replay editor and you apply a filter as you've seen me do today, you got to make sure that you take it off. If you can play with it on. More often than not, you won't even realize that they're on. Where is it? Oh, I think I've passed by it 10 times. But it will actually stay in your game. And now this was the thing I was talking about earlier, the day-night here. But I've had a vision for some time now where I'm going to switch the camera angle to like bright day. Because a lot of my clips I capture... Oh, there you go. I capture a lot of my clips as if I like to put the time to what you saw before I swapped it. Like anywhere from 5 to 8 a.m. depending on what I'm looking for. 5 a.m. in the game, it's still dark. And then 6, 7 a.m. sometimes it's like a little more light out. 8 a.m. it's kind of like golden hour, and then you can just change the angle. What do we got going on here? Ooh, this little bank. Ooh, I feel like I could do something with that. Tried to do a late flip. Oops. But then you can just kind of go through and change the angle of the sun and adjust all that stuff. So one thing I have not truly been able to get into yet is power slides. They work a little funky in this game compared to something like Skate. But it's something that... Oh, did not even see that there. It's something that I definitely want to try to incorporate more, because slide-on grinds is... I love slide. It's one of my favorite things to be able to hit. It's like a slide-on grind or something of the sort. So let's see. I don't know if I've been to this area. I probably have rode through it, and I'm just not remembering it. But it doesn't honestly look too familiar here. So we got some picnic benches over there. We've got this little gap area and these little banks all along this area here. Ooh, these are tempting, but I don't think it would be possible to go from one of these to the other, if I'm being honest with you. I'm getting tired. I freaking worked all day. Alright. Actually, I shouldn't say all day. I did get out early today, day before Thanksgiving, so I was able to get off early. Fortunately, that's why I started the stream today. Thought it would be a good day to do it, as I didn't have a full day at work, so... Yeah, but in general, you know, anybody watching this now or later on, let me know if streams are something that you would be interested in. And if the answer is yes, what... Ooh, I like this. You know, what about the streams interest you? What would you want to see on the streams? You know, drop any and all ideas you guys kind of have below. I'm really open to it. This is a little bit of a trial. I kind of didn't have too much direction with this first one. I just kind of started it up on a whim and said, you know, let's do what we do and find some spots, maybe make some clips. But if this is something you guys would be interested in seeing more, excuse me, something that you guys would be interested in seeing more regularly, let me know in the comments below, or you can always check out our Instagram page, which is, I mean, if you're a fan of the content that I'm posting here, it's a kind of a no-brainer to check out the IG page. Every upload, well, not every single upload, our short form content also gets uploaded to Instagram, but there are also bonus clips that get uploaded to the Instagram that don't make it to YouTube. There are compilations, all sorts of stuff, deleted clips that don't make it into the daily short form clips that that I post. Any clips that I got that, as I was putting in together and editing the video, I was like, just doesn't quite have it, didn't make the cut. Anytime that I get a collection of those clips, those get uploaded to the Instagram, and we don't upload those videos to the YouTube. So yeah, if you enjoy the content you get from the channel, then I would definitely go and check out the Instagram, and that it's going to be linked below. It's below every single video, so if you're ever wondering where to find that, it is below. Excuse me. It is tagged below every single video that we upload. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking that out. And I like this little area here. These they got this ledge, this little 3-stair that's elevated above this ledge. I feel like I could make something really cool with all that. We've got this bank here as well. I'm gonna give it a shot. See if I can come up with something to hit here real quick. We can get one more clip before the stream is up. It's crazy. It's been streaming for this long. We've only got 2 clips. But sometimes it's how it is. It's a little off today. Very tired. So, it really does depend. Like I said, when I first started this, sometimes a clip could take 2 hours, like you saw today. Sometimes clips take an immense amount of time to make, and sometimes I've just got it in my bones that day, and I'm banging out, line after line, just tearing up whatever spot I'm trying to get a clip at. So it varies. Good days, bad days, and it was honestly the same with skate as well. It's always the same with skate. Some days it's amazing, and some days it sucks. So I'm trying to think of what I should. I want to hit a nose blunt, but I don't think that's gonna be possible with this sort of Okay, what if we do? Goodness, man, I'm jaded. I feel like I've been playing forever. Something like that, little slide, maybe. I could land on the stairs in a grind, but if I could get up onto this ledge, but that's very slim. That little area, I'd have to perfectly pass through. Which, let me just see if that's even possible before I even waste any time. Ooh, you know what I could do? Get up on this. Yeah, let me see if this is even possible. I'm gonna hit that again, aren't I? What is going on today, dude? Get up here. Yeah, it's a slim chance that I'm gonna be able to make that. So I think landing on those stairs and then maybe doing like a flip trick off of them and then getting back onto that other ledge. Probably my best bet. So if that's the case, then I feel like I should go for a backside. Tail side grind. And maybe honestly try a tail slide. That could work well. Oh, bro turned into a spaghetti noodle. Definitely not that. Well, maybe a lip slide would work. Could. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't remember how to. Wait a minute. I'm blanking right now. What is going on with my camera? Why is my camera? Oh, I didn't even know I could do that. Wow. That just shows you. Did not mean to do a dark slide. Why am I blanking on how to hit a board slide? What is going on today? Is that it? No. Because I know the lip slide is like, no. Wait, I can't. I always get these mixed up. This is a board slide. I'm trying to hit a lip slide. I thought it was that. No, I'm not trying to dark slide. I can't even believe I'm blanking on this right. Oh, that's what it is. I always forget how to do the freaking lip slide. Oh, they just collapsed. I think I am getting tired, folks, and I am going to unfortunately have to end the stream very soon. If I can't even get my guy up onto a ledge, it is time to take a nap. Okay, I think unfortunately I am going to have to cap this stream off here. We have been going for now 3 hours at this point. I do appreciate anybody who tuned in, and I do appreciate anybody who went back through and went and watched this. Let me know, like I said, what you guys think of session or skate live streams, if it's something you are interested in. If not, it's alright. I would love to hear that, hey, I don't really give a damn, I just want to see the clips. So I'm interested to hear any thoughts down below. Yeah, appreciate you guys watching. Tune in. There will be new video, new short being posted today. Actually, momentarily. Pretty soon after this stream ends, this clip set's going to be going up. So make sure to check that out. Check out the Instagram. Like I said, it is tagged below of this stream and every video that goes up on the channel. So make sure you go check that out, and I'll see you there. Appreciate you guys. And hold on. Can't even figure out how to end my own stream. Appreciate this. And yeah. Thank you. Tune in next time. Might be doing this again. Make sure go watch all of our session clips if you enjoyed this. Like I said, new clip set is going to be coming out pretty soon, within the next hour after this ends. So make sure you tune in, check that out, and I will catch you guys next time.